Right then guys, in today's video I'll be discussing how height and looks affect your dating experience, and specifically on Tinder, because as you guys know, I run Tinder accounts and I'm probably one of the best people in the world at this. I'm going to show you some matches real quick. As you can see here, these are just some of the Tinder accounts that I work with, and this is some of the magic I've done in the, there you go, some more messages. But yeah, as you can see, like this is just the magic I do and what I serve. I service Tinder accounts. This is literally what I live for, and this is what I do. I'm one of the best people in the world. I've literally done it in all around the world for people in different languages. So as you can see, it's that easy, it's that simple. The strategies work. So regardless, let me just close all of these. There's another account with something like 100 likes, 235. Like it's got way too many likes. I'm not gonna flick through because it's gonna be phone numbers and dates, and I don't wanna leak that. So yeah. Anyways, let's just get straight into the video. So yeah, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about a very interesting topic, okay? I'm going to be discussing how height affects your dating experience, okay? Because a lot of you guys have wondered, because I'm 5'2", XYZ, or some bullshit like that, you're going to struggle dating. Now, that's not true. I'm currently running around 15 Tinder accounts from what you saw, just a few of them. And I've done nearly 100 Tinder accounts. That's right. I've nearly serviced 100 Tinder accounts in the last year. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you what I've learned from those 100 guys that I've worked with while managing their Tinder account. I'm telling you now, I've worked with some people that are very special looking. Okay, I've worked with people who are 5'2", 4'11". I've worked with some guys that are deformed. Like I'm telling you now, I've worked with some interesting people, and I'll be showing you some case studies. So first things first, how height actually affects your dating experience. So in this, I'm just going to explain to you your experience, obviously with looks. So anyways. I've worked and serviced many Tinder accounts throughout my time in the game, and I've met a range of short guys, handsome guys, models, below average, people who would have been considered hopeless. I've done a lot. I've done a long, long list of guys. You wouldn't believe. I've worked celebrities, tech CEOs, people from the FANG companies, if you know what that is, Facebook, Google, like these big companies. I've worked with some people from there, like CEOs and stuff like that. I'm telling you now, I've worked with a range of people that you wouldn't believe. But obviously, I'm not going to tell you because disclosure, right? Like they want to keep that identity private. But the point is, I've worked with a lot of people. Now, I'm not going to give you bullshit about looks don't matter. I never lie, and I'll always speak the truth. That's one thing that I can tell you now. So I'm going to be telling you how your height, looks, and status will be affected, okay? And the truth is, you will struggle more. You're going to struggle way more if you're unattractive. That's just the reality of it, okay? I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to tell you some happy fairy tale. I'm not going to tell you bullshit, okay? You will struggle more. But before you give up and decide to click off of this video, there is one thing most guys fail to understand, okay? A lot of you guys are just looking at this and you're thinking, oh, because I'm South Asian, it's over for me. This isn't entirely true. And if you're 5'8", 5'2", even, as I said, I've worked with a range of guys, you're fine. I've literally worked with some people you wouldn't believe, as I mentioned. I'll be showing you those people. And the point I'm trying to make is your standards and beliefs of how good looking you need to be is inflated. A lot of guys think they need to be perfect to date. I have my flaws. Everyone has their flaws. You don't need to be perfect, okay? And this is some happy blue pill bollocks, okay? Like if you're 70% body fat and you're overweight, you should go get that sorted. Now, obviously, I'm just a Tinder expert. I'm not gonna give you self improvement information and stuff about self improvement, right? Like, because that's just not me. Like, I just get the job done regardless of what you look like, and you're gonna see that now with some of the stuff I'm gonna show you. So, if you look at this case study here, this is a guy that I worked with on his Tinder account. Now, he's a 5'2" guy from South Asia. Like I won't disclose his ethnicity, but you can probably tell he's brown. He comes from a country that a lot of you would probably be very racist towards. But I'm not going to disclose it just because out of respect for using the pictures, right? But the point is, as you can see here, he's 5'2" and he's severely overweight. Like he's very overweight. And as I mentioned, I'm not a self improvement guru. I'm not going to go and criticize him and tell him you need to lose weight. I've got a job to help him get matches on Tinder, and I'm going to do whatever it takes. Now, I've told him I advise you lose some weight and you get yourself in shape. It might help you get more matches, but that's the limit of what I'm going to tell him to do. Because obviously, as I mentioned, I'm not some coach. Like, if he doesn't want to do it, I'm not going to make him. That's not what I'm getting paid to do. My goal is to get him matches and dates. Now, the reason why I'm showing you this is to show you if you are in a better position than this guy, you will get dates. I'm telling you now, this guy gets around 1-2 dates a week. He's 5'2". He comes from a South Asian country. A lot of people look at him and think it's over. He's so disadvantaged in life that he's never going to get anywhere. And bear in mind, he's not wealthy either. Like he's not in the position to be able to, you know, spend money and get girls on dates. Like you can see, like from his background, he's not from that kind of lifestyle. And if he's going on 1 or 2 dates a week, that should show you the reality that you can go on dates pretty easily. This is probably the bottom of the barrel of guys. I'll be real with you. Like I said, I worked with some 4'11" guys, and they had like good face cards. This guy doesn't even have a good face card. I'll be honest with you. I'm not going to show you his face again out of respect, but he doesn't even have a good face card. Okay, and this is probably the like most extreme example I have, and this is just proof of him getting matches. Now, like they're not beautiful Victoria's Super Secret models like 10 out of 10s. I'm not going to lie to you. He's not matching pretty girls. But considering for where he is in his life and what he looks like, I've done him a very good job running his Tinder account. A lot of people would have taken a look at him. Any other like guy would have just been like, I can't help you. And some shitty dating guru that sells their PDF course, right? Like they sell you courses. They would probably screw this guy over and they wouldn't get him a single result. For me, on the other hand, I did my job and I got him dates. And this is probably the best he'll get in his life, unfortunately. Obviously, if he lost weight, then the game will change a bit. But obviously, being 5'2", he'll still be limited. He will still be limited. Now, a lot of you are thinking, well, I'm 5'8". Will I have similar experiences? No, you won't. Because the line is drawn at around 5'5". 5'5", 5'4", that's when the line is drawn, and that's when you will be impacted in life quite severely. Now, you can wear height boosters. That's not a problem. I'm not going to lie to you and pretend because you're 5'5". Like, I hate all these Red Bull gurus that are like, well, you could be jacked and you could be this guy, this 5'2" and has a nice car. Shut the fuck up. Like, most people are not going to end up like that in their lifetime. Like, most people are not going to drive a Ferrari and be 5'5". That's not that's just lies. However, if you are below 5'5", let's say, you can still get good results in dating. Granted, they might not be the same as mine or some of the other guys that I've helped, but you're going to get with at least, anywhere between a 1 out of 10 to a 6 out of 10. Like, you're not going to get higher than a 6. If you do get higher than a 6, it'll be quite rare. But the point is, you'll still get women. And this South Asian guy, if he lost weight, he would probably get way better results. Like, if you look at the woman he's currently dating from what you're seeing, a lot of you've probably, like, been repulsed, I'll be honest with you. Like, I wouldn't go near these women. Like, that's scary. But for him, obviously, he's happy. He thinks they're great. And if he lost weight, he could probably go from a 1 out of 10 to getting 3s and 4s and 5s out of 10. Now, again, no shame on this guy. No hate on this guy at all. I respect him. He's getting results. He's getting on dates. I've helped him. I've done magical for him, and he's gotten pretty good results. Now, that goes to show that no matter how old you are, no matter what position you're in life, you can get results. And I work primarily with 30-year-old men. Anyone above the age of 30 plus, around mid-20s to late 30s, like that's my age range. Those guys excel in the dating field, no matter what their looks are. And I'm going to show you a less extreme example because that's a pretty extreme example. Here's another guy. This guy is 5'6". We have drawn the border nearly here. As you can see here, he's literally the same height as this girl practically. He's matching and getting with girls that are actually pretty decent looking. I think I've got some screenshots on the next slide, but despite being 5'6", he's actually matching pretty decent girls. Now, this girl here, she's not a decent, I'll be honest. She's like a 5, maybe a 4, something like that. Like, she's okay, like meaty. I wouldn't go near her personally, but she's like a 4 or 5. But the point is, he's a young guy. He's not even got a car. He's 5'6". I think he has a car. I don't remember. He might have like some terrible car, like nothing crazy, nothing special. But he's still matching girls like the one on the right. Like the one on the right is actually decent looking. Like, she's actually okay. And these are other girls from his Tinder profile. Like, if you can see here, girls actually like him. They actually treat him pretty well. And this just goes to show that your height doesn't play that much into the actual rules of Tinder. You can get away with so much on Tinder. Because with your pictures, you're presenting, cherry-picked pictures. And I'll explain this a little bit later on. But if you just look at the way girls treat messaging, like, he's literally just hearted a reply, double text, triple text. Like, these girls are worshipping him. This is just because of the work I've done and the magic I've done, I'll be honest with you. I don't think anyone could do this on their own. I think it's pretty difficult to pull this off, but if you knew what I knew and you had my service, you'd probably get just as good results as these guys. And I'm telling you now, I don't think there's anyone else out there on the YouTube industry in my field of expertise that could get results for the South Asian 5'2" guy or this guy. Like, I'll be honest with you, a lot of guys would have looked at these two figures and they would have turned them away. But even then, girls still worship this guy. 5'6", and he still gets great results. And I wish I attached some more screenshots because he does actually match some pretty girls that even I would have considered sleeping with. I'll be honest with you. Some of the girls that he gets is actually pretty decent. I should have attached some more, but you can already tell just from the quality of like the matches he has, they're very high. And that's just the power of getting your account serviced. If you got your account serviced, you would get equally as good results. I'll be honest with you. Now, the next one I'm going to show you is a high quality profile. This is case study number 3. Now, this is a guy that is on the higher end of the spectrum of looks. This guy is matching actually pretty decent, like high-end girls, like 7 out of 10s consistently. Like this girl here, I'm not going to rate her because you can't see her face properly, but she's 4'11". She's got a decent body, like she's okay. Like again, I wouldn't go near these girls because my standards are pretty high. I've slept with quite a few number of girls. I've lost track of the number at this point, but with my standards, they're very high. But if you're looking at this girl here, she's not too bad. A lot of you would probably be very happy to make that your girlfriend, and I do advise that you don't make girls off of Tinder your girlfriend. But if you want to, then that's fair enough. You can do what you want. But the point is, this guy, he gets worshipped by girls. Like he gets worshipped. And this is just to go to show you that, yeah, looks do fucking matter. I mean, he's 6'1". He's in great shape. Like, he's like 10% body fat. I'll be honest with you, he's got a better physique than me. Like, my physique is nowhere near that. And he still comes to me to get his Tinder account serviced and managed. If a guy like him needs it, I'm pretty sure the average guy watching this will need it more than him. Like, I'm being serious with you. If a guy like this needs my help, I just want you to put into perspective that this shit is tough, and that's why my channel exists. That's why I exist, to help people. But girls treat him so differently, and they worship him. And this is the difference in experience when, you have looks. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to show you the reality of it. Girls literally will come to his house when he tells them to come over. Now, you saw the guy before, the 5'6" guy, the other one. He gets girls to come over too. But he does it on a more frequent basis with the more attractive girls. That's the key difference. That is the main difference. Now, the thing is, after you get on a date with a girl, the looks questions goes out the window. Looks doesn't matter anymore after that point. And I can prove this by telling you about relationships. If you've noticed that when a guy gets into a relationship with a girl and he lets himself go and he becomes really ugly, the girl still sticks around. Now, the reason for that is because after you've had sex with a girl, there's a bond that is created. And when this bond is created, looks doesn't matter anymore. It's just in the girl's head, she has to keep you around. And the reason why girls stick to these guys, even the 5'2" South Asian guy, is because of this formula. Like, I'll just say formula, but the truth is just psychology. It's just how it is. Girls, after they sleep with you, they want to keep you around because they gave up their most valuable thing. Now, with this guy, obviously his results skyrocket. Like, he gets some of the best results in the game. Like, I'll be honest with you. I'm not going to lie to you. He's 6'1". He's in great shape. And that just goes to show that, yeah, if you're in great shape and you're tall, you're going to get crazy results. I get pretty good results. I'm 6'2" or 3. I'm in pretty good shape, I would say. I think I've put my pictures before. I'm pretty good shape. Nothing near this, obviously. And I get really good results, better than him, but that's because I understand the game and I understand, obviously, how to play with, girls. I get to go out and I know how to approach girls, talk to girls. Like, I know all of these things. I know body language. I understand it very well. I mean, for God's sake, I teach this shit. Of course I'm going to be fucking good at this. This is literally my life. Like, I get people to 99 likes within 48 hours. That's my bold claim. Like, if you look at my description, I literally promise you that if I don't get you within 48 hours, I don't get you 99 likes, I'll literally give you a grand. Because this is my life. This is what I'm good at, getting girls. Like, I will never talk about making money. I'll never talk about any bullshit like that because this is all I excel at. And I do this on a case-by-case study. Now, in this next example, I'm going to show you a realistic guy. This is probably where a lot of you guys who are watching this will believe you are. Now, this is another South Asian guy. Again, not in the best shape in the world, pretty average, I'll be honest with you. Like, he's 5'6" or 8, I don't quite remember, but I don't want to quote it because he's probably going to watch this video, but he's between that range. He's about 5'6", 5'8". South Asian as well. And I've actually got his Tinder account actually right here as well. I can actually show you this. Hold on. This isn't his Tinder account. Hold on. I'll actually be able to show you this, guys, because you don't believe me. Like, you're thinking, like, there's no way South Asian guys get matches on Tinder, which is entirely incorrect. Like, that's just a fallacy that a lot of people believe. There you go. As you can see here, I've got the Tinder account on screen. This is literally the guy. Like, he's got plenty of matches. He's got plenty of likes for days. And I'm not going to scroll because, again, there might be phone numbers, and I can't guarantee if there is. But he's got more matches and likes than most people, and these are literally his pictures on Tinder. He's around between 5'6", 5'8", South Asian, and he's doing pretty well. I'll be honest with you. He's doing way better than you. And you can see here in this picture that he's literally shorter than these group of girls, and he still gets better results than you. And that's not a shameful thing for me to say. Like, I'm not trying to make you feel bad or guilty. I'm showing you this to show you that if you put the effort in and you knew what you're doing in your dating life, you'd probably get similar results to these guys, if not better. I mean, how if you look better than these guys, your results will skyrocket. You'll do so much better if you just put these lessons into play that I talk about in my videos and teach you. I mean, you can literally see here, every single girl in this picture is taller than him. Despite that, he's still able to hang around with girls and get pretty decent results, and he still gets a lot of results on Tinder. And the main point is, it's just about getting your shit together, getting on Tinder and using it to your advantage. Like, there is no better time than now to get a good advantage. Now, this next one, some of you might be thinking, oh, because I am super old or I look very old, I won't get results on Tinder. This isn't true either. In this next example, here's a guy that is fairly old. Now, this guy is in his older years, okay? Like, he's, a little bit older than most people. Like, he's not in his 30s, he's in his 40s practically. And you can see here from his physique, he's not in the best shape either, but for his age, he's in pretty fucking good shape. And he still gets pretty good results on Tinder. He gets pretty good results with girls like this and with a girl, right? And you wouldn't believe it. Like, you'd think that if I'm very old, I may struggle. Now, this isn't true. This is a false belief. If you know what you're doing and you have the right niche and you have the right picture set up and you have the understanding of the game like I do, you will get results. It's guaranteed. I mean, he's literally seeing like around 3-4 girls a week or something, right? And it's pretty easy for him. And that's just because of the way he plays his cards. Like, these are messages from his Tinder account, by the way. I'm just showing these for reference. And he's doing very, very well for himself. I'll be honest with you. And this goes to show that no matter what age you're at, you can leverage Tinder. Now, I'm going to explain and break this down from you, okay? I'm going to give you the facts, okay? I'm going to state the facts and tell you the truth, okay? Now, from what I've shown you, I'm going to show you the lessons I've learned from running 100 plus Tinder accounts, okay? So, the facts from all the case studies I've shown you, okay? So as long as you're not deformed severely, you can still date attractive girls. I know at the start of the video I said I worked with some deformed guys, and I did. And I did get them pretty fucking good results. I worked with guys, that were severely deformed, I'll be honest with you. And again, their results weren't the greatest. Like, I'm not going to bullshit you. I'm going to tell you the truth. And the main thing is, as long as you're not severely deformed, that's it. You'll be fine. Like, if you're around below 5 foot, like, what is it, 5'5" or something, your results will be impacted, but you'll still get pretty decent results. Like, there is no factor that can hold you back. Like, I'm truly trying to think what could hold someone back from getting dates with girls and meeting women, and the only thing I can think is a disability. Like, I've seen men with 30-40% body fat come to me, and I do magic and wonderful tricks and tools, like, obviously because I understand the game so well, and sometimes I surprise myself, and I'm like, I didn't actually think this guy would get results, I'll be honest with you. And I even say this to them on the call, when they book a call. I say to them, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get you results, but I'm going to do my best and I'm going to serve you this, okay? Because I will never lie to you. I will never bullshit you. I will always tell the truth. And from what I've learned, there is truly nothing in this world that will prevent a man from getting dates off of Tinder. There is nothing, no realm or reality where what I do won't work for you. I mean, you saw it yourself. The 5'2" South Asian man still gets date. Even if they're not attractive women, I won't lie to you, as I said. He doesn't get 10 out of 10 models. Like, not super secret models. Like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you he gets 10 out of 10 models, because then everyone will know I'm a bullshitter. And I'm not a bullshitter. I tell the truth. But bear in mind, the girls that you saw, even if they were hideous, for a man that's 92 kg, and that's 200 pounds in freedom units, he's about 5'2". What's that in centimeters? Like 160 centimeters or some shit? Someone do the math. I don't know. 5'2". That's probably about 160, 170 centimeters or something. I don't fucking know. But the point is, his results are out of this world. It's unheard of. He's about my weight, and he's literally fucking 10, 20, like, he's complete, like, 10 foot shorter than me. Like, I'm 6'2" or 3. I'm about 90 kg. He's 5'2" and he's 92 kg. That's unheard of. Someone getting results for a guy like that, that's unheard of. That's literally, no one's ever heard of that in their entire life. And a lot of you are probably calling bullshit right now. You're probably like, that's bullshit. He doesn't get results. And I could pull up his Tinder account right now, and you will see for yourself that he gets the most incredible results in the world. Like, they're not beautiful women, but for a guy like that, that's something spectacular, okay? Now, that is probably the most extreme example, okay? That is probably the absolute most extreme example. And the reason I'm showing that is just to show you that obviously the more average and normal guys will still regularly date 6 out of 10s and above, okay? And they will have no difficulty at all. You'll even get 8 out of 10s. You can even attract models. I've had some guys that were pretty average looking attract some beautiful models. Like, I genuinely question sometimes myself, and I'm like, there's times where I learn from working with hundreds of Tinder accounts. I'm like, you know what? I didn't think this was possible. And I've learned something today, and that goes to show that there is truly no realm of reality that you can't get results on fucking Tinder. There is nothing. And I've just stated the facts and told you the truth, and I've presented you with real evidence. Like, I didn't just bullshit you, tell you some garbage like, you know, 2 red pill gurus or whatever. Like, I'm not going to name them. I didn't tell you some shit like these red pill gurus that are like, you need to be more masculine to get women. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I just showed you that I stated the facts. I told you the truth. Like, I'm not gonna sell you a dream and tell you X, like, you know, like, is gonna happen if you become a man and focus on working on yourself. Like, you're not gonna get women like that. Anyone that tells you that is just trying to sell you a bullshit course or a dream. Okay, that's literally all they're doing. Me, I'm gonna tell you the truth. It's true. You could get any results with women. You might not get a 10 out of 10. But you're going to get results. And that's the main thing. Okay? Now, the thing is, of course, if you're more attractive, guys, your dating life is easier. That's a given. If you're a 10 out of 10, your life for dating will be easier. But the thing is, when you're on Tinder, you can cherry pick your pictures, which means you can get better results in online dating than real life. Now, what this means is, let's say you aren't the best looking. You will cherry pick and make the most of your pictures to get some of the best results. When I work with these guys and service their Tinder accounts, the longest time we spend is on the pictures. I'll be honest with you. After that, the dates come in like it's nothing. Literally, magic happens. Nothing. It's not hard after that. It's the picture stage that is a very difficult process because I have to teach them and we have to go through it, and then we have to use the super tool and set things up, and there's a lot of stuff like that I'm just not going to explain on video. But the point is that with Tinder, you can cherry pick your pictures. And what this means is you will get matches with girls. And once you're on the date, that shit that obviously, like, if you look terrible, like, obviously you're going to struggle on the date. But on the date, when the girl meets you and sees that, you know, you're not fucking 7 foot tall, she's not going to care because she's already in the date. In her head, she's like, okay, it's whatever. I'm on the date with this guy. He is exactly what he looks like in his pictures, but I'm still on in this date. Let me give him a chance. That's literally what goes through their head. And 9 times out of 10, you will sleep with the girl. I have a success rate of every guy I've worked with that around 70 to 80% of the guys sleep with the girl on the first date. With every guy I work with, around 70 to 80% of them sleep with the girl on their first date. The other majority of the time is either because they fucked up or I failed to explain myself because I take accountability and, you know, I didn't tell them what to do. But the point is, I do Tinder account servicing. So, you know, that's probably why, you know, I struggle to explain what to do on a date. But even then, 70 to 80% of the like guys that I help sleep with a girl on their first date, that's unheard of. No one's done that in this industry. No one's ever going to get close to that because all these other fucking idiots on the internet sell courses and think that that's the ultimate way of helping men. They're bullshitting you. They don't care about you. Okay? They don't care. They don't give a flying fuck. For me, I want to take Tinder servicing to the next level. I want to get to a stage where Tinder account servicing or even social media servicing becomes a norm in society, where people will bring their Instagram accounts to get them serviced and managed and checked, because Instagram is a dating playground for successful, highly influential men. Now, I will talk about Instagram in future, but not yet. I want to focus on Tinder. But the point is, social media is taking over. And if you don't stick with the times, you're fucked. You're just not going to get women. You're not going to get dates. If you stick to traditional methods like cold approach and all of this shit, you're going to struggle. I'm not going to lie to you, okay? The truth is that being a short guy or being unattractive is not fucking easy, okay? If you go to a club, you will probably get ignored. Even if you wear height boosters, you will probably struggle to walk. Like, I know a guy that's called Yusuf, and he's 5'4", and he wears height boosters to make himself 5'9" or 10. Like, fucking hell, 6-inch height boosters, right? And he pulls girls because, you know, essentially the height boosters help him. But even then, he's so goofy because he's practically going to fall on the floor. Like, I'm not even kidding. I wish I could get a picture of him. It's so fucking funny. He's literally 5'4", and he wears like the most insane height boosters, like 6 inches. It's ridiculous. And he literally waddles around. It's ridiculous. And the main point is, you're gonna struggle to get girls in person if you're not a good-looking guy. Like these gurus will lie to you and say to you, "Oh, if you master game, you will get women." Like, shut the fuck up. You know full well that no one's gonna get women through cold approach if they're not in shape, they're not decently tall, they're not, they don't have a decent face card. Like, you know that yourself. You just want to sell these people a dream, and obviously cold approach is still viable. Like, as long as you're in shape, as I said, you'll get results. But Tinder is so much better. And I'm saying this as a 6'2/3" guy, as I said, and I'm pretty handsome. I've literally done some castings for modeling. I've done some shoots, right? And I thrive in clubs. Girls flock to me, okay? They literally flock to me because I stand out. Because I'm literally one of the tallest guys there. I look pretty good. I'm in shape. I wear a compression shirt. I wear baggy cargos, and boom, I get some of the best results on the planet. Like, it's that simple. And I wear a nice cologne, and girls will literally flock to me. And I'm saying that as a guy in that position. And working with guys who are 5'2" to 5'8", they come and tell me I don't get results in the club or cold approach. And they've literally had tears in their eyes, and they've literally had dry spells for years and pain, and they didn't know what to do. And I tell these guys, your solution is Tinder. There is no other way. Like, sure, you can wear hype boosters, but the thing is, it's going to take you at least a couple of months to get in shape, to get your face game together. At least with Tinder, you can cherry pick your pictures so that you can get dates with girls. And then when you do go on these dates, these girls will already be so emotionally invested in you that your looks will go out the window when you're in the actual date. At least there's that. And that's my point here. Tinder is a different game, and it's about who has better pictures and presents a better lifestyle, okay? Like, if the 5'2" South Asian guy went to the club and he would go home alone, okay? That is a fucking fact. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that he's going to go to a club and get a woman. I could tell him all of the strategies in the world. He will not pull in the club. Maybe if he wore hype boosters, he would pull. Okay, like if he made himself 5'8" roughly with hype boosters, he would pull. But if, let's say, he was 5'2" and went to the club, he will not come home with a girl that night. Okay, that is a fucking fact. And on Tinder, he's able to present his best pictures there, and that means he's actually able to go on 1 to 2 dates a week. Okay, he's dated some girls taller than him, and they didn't mind because they were so emotionally invested in him because of obviously what we did with the Tinder account and the magic we've pulled. And from that alone, you can fucking see the light on the other side of the tunnel. Tinder is your only hope. If you're a guy that struggles with game, and you're a guy that struggles to, want to get in shape, and you don't have the motivation, like I said, you should probably get in shape. But again, I'm not a self-improvement guru that's going to tell you, get your shit together, because I don't care. At the end of the day, it's your choice what you do, right? Then Tinder is your best bet. There is nothing that's going to come close to dating apps and social media, okay? I've built hundreds of Tinder profiles. I've split tested the systems, and I know Tinder inside out. And that is why I service accounts so well. I've probably worked with some of the most extreme examples out of anyone. I'm telling you that now, okay? Now, if you're less attractive, here's the caveat. The only issue you'll face is you'll have to be spending more time on your pictures, okay? You will be forced to spend more time on your pictures. That is the only caveat, okay? Because obviously an attractive guy can half-ass a picture, put a selfie up, and he'll still get results. I've worked with some guys that are so handsome, I was like, just take a fucking selfie and put it on Tinder and watch, you're going to get likes. And they do. Now, obviously, my advice is always take the very best fucking pictures, because you should go for the best of the best, right? Like, you should try your best. You shouldn't fucking half-ass it. The point is, if you're not attractive, the only caveat is you just got to put more effort into your pictures, because that's just the game. You just need to get cherry-picked pictures that are great. And some of you are thinking, well, that's stupid. Why would I want to do that? Well, let me tell you fucking why. Because dating apps is all a big contest of pictures. Girls themselves will take 2,000 selfies. And I know this because I've literally been around girls my entire life. Like, as I mentioned, I've been around girls. I've dated girls so much. Like, at this point, I've probably been with more than a couple hundred girls, right? And especially when I help other people with girls as well, and dating accounts and all of this shit. And I'm telling you now, girls will spend thousands of hours on fucking getting their selfies together. I've had some girls that come to me to get their Tinder account serviced, okay? I'm telling you now, these girls, they are on fucking fire with their picture game. You're thinking that picture she took with her ass pointing out on Tinder, right? Like, let me show you here right now, real fucking quick. Like, there you go. Like, this girl here, I promise you, fucking swear to God, these pictures that you see right here on her Tinder account, I swear to God, she fucking spent at least a few hours putting these together, taking hundreds of selfies. She angled this in the exact way, I'm telling you. Like, she took hundreds of pictures to get this smile, the angle. Girls are more tryhard than guys, and that is the sad thing. Okay? A lot of guys think girls don't put effort. They put more effort than us in our pictures. And I don't want to fucking hear this bullshit of girls get easy results on Tinder. They put effort in their pictures, and if they put effort in their pictures, we should fucking put effort in our pictures. Now, this is the truth, okay? They don't need someone to message on their account on their behalf. That is true. They don't need that. But for their pictures, they do need that. And that's why I'm telling you, some girls have literally booked calls with me to get their pictures reviewed. And that is the contest of dating apps. It's pictures and understanding the game and the metrics and understanding how it all ties in. So obviously, if you want good results in dating and you don't want to put effort into your looks like the South Asian guy, no shame on him again, then you have to just put effort into these pictures, because Tinder is a playground for dating with ease, if done right, okay? And I'm telling you now, my average guys go on 3 to 5 dates a week, okay, because of what we implement into their profiles. Because we build custom niche tailored pictures and go through high split testing procedures to get the best results. And the magic is in the dating testing. I'm not going to tell you some complicated shit to make it sound fancy, but all we do is we take a look into your pictures, use our tools and resources, we use a super tool, then we find a niche and you're golden. That's it. It's that simple. Then we take care of the messaging for you and we get dates on autopilot. Now, of course, you're going to have access to your account to you, a common question I am asked, so you will see how we message the girls. Now, this is a final message from me because the studio is getting a little dragged out. If you want me to service your Tinder account and get you 99 likes within 48 hours using my tools, then register your interest to work with my team with the link in the description, okay? And by the way, this is really ballsy and this is really confident. P.S. I'll give you $1,000 as an apology if I fail to get you results. And I'm not kidding about that. I'm saying this on video to let you know that if I fail, I will give you $1,000 out of my own pocket as an apology. And I can say this because after working with this many examples and case studies, I don't think there's a guy on the planet I can't help, okay? If you are interested, register your interest. Anyways, here's some results of the guys that I worked with. Here's a guy that got on a rotation with multiple girls. Girls literally crying. I'll let you pause it if you want to read it. But these are just some guys from my experience, and here's just some more Tinder stuff of my own results. But the point is, if you want incredible results on Tinder, then I'm your guy. There is no one that's going to be able to help you. Anyway, that's the end of the guide. So yeah, thank you for watching.